Hello people of the internet, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, a happy Monday to you all. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. We've got new music to check out, so let us get right to it. Itzy have dropped yet another pre-release for their Kill My Doubt album that is dropping pretty soon, right? I think it's coming out in like a week's time. Yeah, it's dropping next Monday. Um, Titled None of My Business. Now, I don't know if this is going to become like a regular thing now, having two pre-releases before the album. Because usually, we'd have pre-releases like 1 or 2 weeks before an album drop, and that was like the kind of norm when it came to pre-releases. But now we're getting more groups doing two pre-releases, which I find very interesting. The most recent example, like EXO dropped a pre-release, their first pre-release like 4 weeks before the album. Then they dropped one more a week before, much like what Itzy are doing with this era. NCT Dream dropped Broken Melodies like way before the actual album dropped, and it's just kind of an interesting marketing strategy. We'll see if this becomes a trend in like the next year or so. But regardless, we have Itzy music to check out, so let's hop on over to the big screen real quick and just jump straight into the song. Here, oh, I don't know why it's that, but here we go. I am professional, I know what I'm doing.
It's none of my business, none of my business, none of my business what you do. 똑같은 매일 반복된 얘기 어긋나버린 me and you.
완전히 달라진 넌 tragic. 너만 보면 자꾸 현기증이 나. 미쳐버린 이 여름도 crazy. 열대야보다 더 짜증나는 우리.
가시돋친 말투 비뚤어져 like you. Yeah, 멈출 수 없는 우리 사이. 선 넘지 마, I don't care how you feel.
The vocal layering, hold on. It's like, it's strangely smooth, but it also has an interesting bounce to it.
None of my business, none of my business what you do. 똑같은 매일 반복된 얘기 어긋나버린 me and you. None of my business, none of my business, none of my business what you do. 고장난 매일 뒤틀린 얘기 이미 멀어진 me and you.
쿨하기는커녕 지는 네 습도 속 익숙했던 손길마저 실증나는 기분. 흐르는 땀방울처럼 온몸이 끈적거리고 머리는 지끈거리고 짜증만 낼 뿐이야.
Soft vocalist fusion is kind of a vibe. Won't lie.
고장나버린 줄 사이 we know it 찐득한 체온을 넘어 후끈한 밤 공기마저 모든 게 어지러워.
Got a little rapper Yeji action going on, following up vocalist fusion. Okay.
It's none of my business, none of my business, none of my business.
Okay, spice up the chorus the second time around. And a post-chorus the second time around.
Don't care what you do.
더 이상 할 바 아님 I don't care to know what you want. 우리들 사이를
Switch it up one time, okay.
이럴수록 지칠 뿐이고 I don't care.
Actually, the beat's still there. A little bit.
알잖아 더 이상 내게 뭘 더 바래. Baby don't mess me, mess me. You don't have to mess me. 우릴 내려놔 이젠 하품 같은 destiny. It's none of my business, none of my business, none of my business what you do. 똑같은 매일 반복된 얘기 어긋나버린 me. None of my business, none of my business, none of my business what you do.
Ooh, who's floating up there? Who's floating up there? Switch up the post chorus one more time, okay. moving filter at the beginning and the end of the song was really interesting, very satisfying to listen to. Overall, I wasn't expecting a chill song, to be honest. I kind of dig it. I think my favorite part about this song, though, isn't any one particular section of the song. It's the fact that we had the members kind of interchanging roles. So, like, we had, people doing vocal and rap, the low voice and the high voice. And that's, if you've listened to enough Itzy music, you pick up on the fact that, there isn't really, like, one person kind of designated as one specific role every single release, right? So I quite like hearing the members kind of interchange where maybe certain members were in certain spots the previous comeback and now they've kind of switched around positions a little bit. I quite like that, especially Miss Fusion on the soft low vocals. Spot on. The chorus is interesting. The chorus is the one part I don't actually know how I want to feel about it because it's an extremely simple melody. And that melody motif is it's none of my business, none of my business, none of my business. That motif is repeated so many times through the chorus that I almost get sick of it by the time the song ends. Like, they change it up enough times and with enough, like, different little elements through the various verses. Like, it starts off with that motif, the first chorus, the second chorus, the final chorus. Every single one of them is a little bit different than the one before it. But that same melody is still there, and it's... I don't know why, but it just didn't kind of give me that big, ooh, like, punch. I will give it this, though. It is it's one of those melodies that you can hear once and it's just in your head because it's such a simplistic melody. Like, it must be somewhere around here, right?
It's none of my business, none of my business, none of my business what you do. 똑같은 매일 반복된 얘기 어긋나버린 me and you. None of my business, none of my business, none of my business what you do. 고장난 매일 들린 얘기 이미 멀어진 me and you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about it. I reckon if I listen to the song a few more times, it might grow on me. But on first listen, I'm not sure how I feel about the chorus. I do like the whole bunch of vocal stuff they're doing in the background, though. They threw in a lot of background vocal parts, and as someone who really likes a vocal section, that gets a plus mark from me. I can vibe with it, though. Is it my favorite Itzy song off a first listen? Does it need to be? I don't think so. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we'll get that sentence out once. It's a B-side, right? Because it's a pre-release single. So based off of this and the previous release, I don't actually know what type of sound this title track could be next week. Makes me wonder, because we've had... Ultimately, I don't really know how to even start predicting what this title track is going to be like. But that'll be a surprise for next week. As for today, that is it from me with Itzy and their title, or I guess their pre-release single. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. Know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.